The story of the French Open begins a long time ago, in 1891. Back then, it was a very different event. It was called the Championnat de France, or the French Championships. The tournament was held on the sand courts of the Stade Français Club in Paris. In its first few years, it was a small and exclusive event. Only male players who were members of French tennis clubs were allowed to play. This made it feel very French. The goal was just to find the best player in France, not the world. A women's singles event was added 6 years later in 1897, but the same rule applied. Only members of French clubs could join and play for the title. The tournament started to change and grow in the early 1900s. A big step happened in 1925. This was the year the event opened its doors to players from other countries. For the first time, the best tennis players from all over the world could come to Paris to compete. This decision turned the French Championships into a big international competition. It quickly became important and joined the ranks of Wimbledon, the US Championships, and the Australian Championships. Together, these 4 tournaments would eventually be known as the Grand Slams, the highest level of success in tennis. A new home was needed for this increasingly important tournament. In 1928, a brand new stadium was built at Porte d'Auteuil in Paris. It was named Stade de Roland Garros. The name honors a famous French pilot and war hero from World War I. Roland Garros was a pioneer in flying and a national hero. Interestingly, he liked sports but didn't play tennis himself. The stadium was built to host France's first time defending their Davis Cup title. From that year on, the tournament has been held at this famous place, and its name has become known around the world as the event itself. The biggest change in the tournament's history came in 1968. This was the start of the open era in tennis. Before this, there was a strict line between amateur players and professional players. Professionals who got paid to play were not allowed in the Grand Slam tournaments. The French Championships became the first Grand Slam to become open, letting both amateurs and professionals play against each other for the same title and prize money. This completely changed the sport. It made sure that the tournament would always have the very best players in the world, making the competition and public interest much higher than ever before. Over many years, Roland Garros has been the stage for many of tennis's greatest champions. Some players have a special connection with the red clay courts. Their skills are perfect for the slow, high-bouncing surface. In men's tennis, one name stands out above all others: Rafael Nadal. The Spanish player has ruled the tournament in a way never seen before at any Grand Slam. His powerful topspin, amazing defense, and never-give-up fighting spirit make him almost unbeatable on this surface. He has won the men's singles title a record number of times, earning him the clear title of the King of Clay. Before Nadal's time, other legends made their mark in Paris. The Swedish player Björn Borg was a strong force in the late 1970s and early 1980s. He won 6 French Open titles with his calm manner and strong, two-handed backhand. His steady play from the back of the court set a new standard for clay court tennis. Other great champions include Ivan Lendl, Mats Wilander, and Gustavo Kuerten. Kuerten, from Brazil, was a fan favorite who won the title 3 times. His exciting way of playing and his famous victory celebration, where he drew a heart in the clay, are remembered by fans everywhere. In the women's game, the history is just as rich with legendary champions. Chris Evert of the United States holds the record for the most women's singles titles, with 7 wins. Her steady, precise shots and mental toughness were perfect for the long rallies on clay. She was known for her amazing consistency, rarely making easy mistakes. Her dominance in Paris during the 1970s and 1980s made her the first true queen of clay. Her rivalry with Martina Navratilova on the Parisian courts created some of the most memorable matches in the history of the sport. Other famous women have also won at Roland Garros. Steffi Graf, the German superstar, won 6 titles in Paris. Her powerful forehand and athletic movement around the court were strong weapons on any surface, but especially good on clay. Monica Seles, who burst onto the scene as a teenager, also made a big impact. She became the youngest ever French Open champion in 1990 at just 16 years old. She won 3 titles in a row with her unique two-handed style from both sides. These champions, along with others like Justine Henin and Serena Williams, have all added to the tournament's incredible history. What makes the French Open so special and different from the other Grand Slams? The answer is under the player's feet, the crushed red brick of the clay courts. This surface is the slowest in tennis. The ball grips the ground, slowing down a lot after it bounces. It also bounces much higher than on grass or hard courts. This completely changes how the game is played. It makes big servers less powerful and rewards players who have amazing endurance, patience, and consistency. Points are often long and tiring, pushing the player's physical and mental limits to the very edge. The main stadium at Roland Garros, Court Philippe Chatrier, adds to the special feeling. Named after another important person in French tennis, the stadium is a place of drama and emotion. When it's full, the crowd is passionate and loud, creating an exciting atmosphere. The fans know a lot about tennis and appreciate the skill and effort needed to win on clay. Playing in the final on this court, with the weight of history and the roar of the crowd, is one of the most intense experiences in all of sports. Winning here needs not just skill, but huge courage and mental strength. The physical demands of the tournament are well known. Because points are longer, matches can often last for 3, 4, or even 5 hours. Players must be in top physical shape to survive 2 weeks of this challenge. The clay gets into their shoes, socks, and clothes, and the constant sliding and quick changes in direction take a heavy toll on the body. A player cannot simply hit their way through a match. They must think, build points, and be ready for a long battle of wearing down the opponent. This makes a victory at Roland Garros a true sign of a player's all-around strength and toughness. This mix of a slow surface, high bounces, and tough physical demands creates a very specific kind of challenge. Players who only rely on a big serve and quick points often struggle in Paris. Instead, the tournament favors players who stay at the back of the court, who can hit with a lot of topspin, move well, and stay focused for hours. This is why some of the greatest players in history have never managed to win the French Open. It is a specialized event that needs a unique set of skills, making the list of its champions a very exclusive group in the world of tennis. In recent years, the tournament has continued to change while still honoring its rich history. Rafael Nadal's dominance on the men's side has been the main story for almost 20 years. However, other champions have also broken through. Novak Djokovic, one of the greatest players of all time, has won all 4 Grand Slams multiple times in Paris, showing his skill on the clay as well. Roger Federer's emotional win in 2009, which completed his own career Grand Slam, remains one of the most popular wins in the tournament's history. These champions have added new chapters to the Roland Garros story. On the women's side, the competition has been more open, producing many different champions. Iga Swiatek from Poland has become a strong force on clay, winning many titles with her aggressive Nadal-like way of playing. Her powerful topspin and amazing movement have made her the new queen of clay. Before her, champions like Simona Halep and Ashley Barty also achieved their Grand Slam dreams on the Parisian courts. These recent winners show that the tournament continues to be a place where new stars are born and legacies are made, keeping the event fresh and exciting for today's audiences. The tournament continues to hold a special place in the hearts of tennis fans. It is the big finish of the European clay court season. For 2 weeks in late May and early June, the eyes of the tennis world turn to Paris. The city's charm, combined with the tournament's dramatic history, creates an unforgettable show. The sight of the red clay, the stylish Parisian crowds, and the intense, high-stakes matches make for captivating viewing. It represents the very best of clay court tennis, a unique and beautiful form of the game that tests players in ways no other tournament can. In the end, the French Open is more than just a tennis tournament. It is a celebration of endurance, skill, and tradition. From its humble beginnings as a local French competition to its current status as a global sports giant, Roland Garros has kept its unique identity. It is the ultimate test of a tennis player's will and skill on the sport's most challenging surface. Each year, new stories of triumph and heartbreak are written on its famous red courts. This ongoing drama is why, more than 130 years after it first began, the French Open remains one of the most loved and important events on the sports calendar.